Hello everyone, Lucky here, and today's video is actually going to be a bit different. Instead of playing an actual game or doing a showcase of anything, I'm actually just recording a quick information video, or not really an information video, just that if I do anything with OBS just, it makes everything go way too slow, so I'm just gonna need to wait until my computer gets better, or I get a better computer. So, I'm going to be talking about characters that I would add to All-Star Tower Defense, which is a game on Roblox where it's a tower defense like Bloons Tower Defense or Tower Defense Simulator, but with anime characters. So I'm just going to go through ones that I believe should be in the game, or ones that are in the game but aren't actual characters, like Josuke Higashikita. You actually see him in Trial 2, but you can't actually use him. So we're going to go off with Enrico Pucci from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. His bootleg name to prevent copyright will be Encio Gucci. To deploy, he will cost 600 to cash to deploy. Does 100 damage every 5 seconds in a range of 25. Single target. This will be his white snake stand, and what it will do is it will shoot a gun, as seen in the manga. So, Upgrade 1, this increases the damage by 110, costs 600. Upgrade 2 changes it to a barrage, which is only an animation change. It also decreases the SPA by 1 and increases the range by 3. Upgrade 3 costs 500 damage. I'm actually going to zoom it in so that you can actually see this better. Upgrade 3 will do 500 damage, increase the range by 2. Upgrade 4 will give it a new ability called Disc. It only works in Upgrade 4, and there's more information about it lower. Thanks to someone on the I'm gonna be giving thanks to someone on the All-Star Tower Defense Wikipedia. You gave me an idea. Upgrade 5. This is where Pucci's stand changes from White Snake to Sea Moon. This will change to Circle AoE, doing 2000 damage. The Circle AoE would be in between like Gold Experience Requiem's size of AoE and Conan size AoE as soon as you place them. 5-star Conan. Get out to Sea Moon. Upgrade 6 just increases damage to 5000. The SPA goes down by 0.1. The range goes to 38. Range goes down by 0.1. Increased range by 5. What? Upgrade. Oh my, I'm losing my language. Alright, you're gonna see all of the information. Now, finally, we have Upgrade 8, which is a bit overpowered, especially because of Full Gravity. The Full Gravity effect is really overpowered against air units. We'll get that later. This is a ground unit. If it turns into a hybrid unit, I will state that. Does 14,000 damage every 6.5 seconds. But it's kind of expensive, or kind of. By that, I mean, it's expensive if you don't have a money unit. Information about Gucci 5-star. The disc, the concept idea, was from the baby 659X5 on the wiki. It says, if the enemy is attacked, example cloner or powerful, it will disable their effects for 5 seconds. Example, if a cloner is affected with this, if that cloner dies before regaining its effect, it will not clone. If disc attacks something that has 0.5 seconds away from getting its effect back, the time for the ability will not increase. So by that means, let's say I turn a powerful into a normal. If I then attack that thing with the disc, it doesn't make their time of being a powerful... It doesn't make the time of being a normal longer, if that even makes sense. Now for Full Gravity. It's like Blackbeard 6-star. It will slow down enemies, but only for 10 seconds. And once that 10 seconds is over, they'll have a 50-second immunity to Full Gravity's effect. And it also changes air enemies to ground enemies for 6 seconds. And once those 6 seconds are done, the air units will change back to air and have a 90-second immunity. Full Gravity does not damage air units. It just turns them into ground units. Now, alright. Now we're going on to Enrico Pucci 6-star. This is a Heaven Ascended Enkino Gucci. This one's so OP that I made it you could only place one. It's damn expensive. It's about 300,000 cash less than Gilgamesh 6, but you still can only place one of them. So it starts off as its Sea Moon's ability, does 5,000 every 6.5 seconds, full AoE, but it costs 1,250 to play. Upgrade 1, 2,000, 8,000 damage, 6 SPA, 30 range. Now for upgrade 3, we get the Taste of Heaven. This it turns into AoE Cone Fin, which is like Draco Mihawk. It will do a dash forward with Made in Heaven. There's a 5 SPA. Then I'm losing my Alright, it will cost 3,000 for the upgrade 3. The range goes to 50. SPA is 5. Damage is 20,000. And then on upgrade 4 we get Heaven. It's 1 SPA, 30,000 damage, 50 range, but it goes to single target. Upgrade 5 does 50,000 damage, 1 SPA, 60 range. Upgrade 6 does 100,000 damage. It costs 30,000 to upgrade. Still has 1 SPA for 65 range. And upgrade 7 costs 666,666. Goes to 1 million damage, 1 SPA, still single target, has 70 range. Now, information about acceleration. It can only be activated once every 6 minutes. Every 6.66 minutes. I don't know how long that is exactly. Probably about like 6 minutes and 40 seconds. It lasts for 30 seconds. For every 1 second for the first 10 seconds, the SPA will be decreased by 0.1 until it reaches 0.1. Attack animation will be a slight teleport and a knife throw. After the first 10 seconds, to becoming 1 SPA in Kinoguchi will stay at 0.1 SPA for 20 seconds, leading to the total acceleration ability to 30 seconds. This means that for 20 seconds, Kinoguchi will deal 10 million damage per second at level 1, but it will still say single target. That's why it is OP. That's why I made you can only place one of them. Now, in Kinoguchi 6-star is if someone decides to add these, like, for stars, that is really unlikely because my channel is really well hidden amongst others. I don't upload any All-Star Tower Defense content until now. And this is very far-fetched. What am I even trying to get at now? I've completely forgotten. Oh yeah. And Kinoguchi 5-star is more likely to happen instead of a Kinoguchi 6-star because that one's way too OP. Now, Eraser. This is Okuyasu Nijimura from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This guy. So, here's the thing. I made him do an infinite amount of damage, but his SPA is 3 minutes, and it's a single target. And it also costs 30,000 to max. I think. Yeah, 30,000 to max. These are all the stats. It does infinite damage. On upgrade 1, it has a 3 minute and 30 second SPA. On upgrade... No. What? On deployment, it has infinite damage, 210 SPA, which is 3 minutes and 30 seconds, 30 range and single target. On upgrade 1, it does infinite damage, has 3 minute SPA, 40 range. And on upgrade 2, it does infinite damage, 150 SPA, which is 2 minutes and 30 seconds, at 50 range. It's single target, which means if this was to become real, it's best to prioritize it to strongest. Next is Time King 5-star or Julius Novachrono from Black Clover. Honestly, this one was really fun with me. This was really fun for me. When you deploy, it's 800, does 2,000 damage every 5 seconds. With a range of 40, and it's circle AoE, but small. If you know, if you have Gold Experience Requiem or Starboy Requiem, then you would know the size of its AoE circle. Like when Giorno gets its Great Barrage, the AoE circle is tiny. That's the idea I'm doing for this. Upgrade 1, 1000 goes to 400 damage. 4,000 damage. I am blind. Upgrade 2, 2000 goes 6,000 damage. Increased range by 1. Upgrade 3 is 2,500. The SPA is 5. Range is 46. Upgrade 4 does 2,000 damage, 0.1 SPA, 48 range, single target. It learns Rapid Age. This was shown only once in the anime, I presume. I've only seen it once. It costs 3,000. Well, this does, so far right now, at level 1, this will do an average of 20,000 damage per second. Upgrade 5, 5,000 does 5,000 damage, 0.1 second, 50 range. Time Binding is unique. 17,500, 8,000 damage every 0.1 seconds, 55 range. Now, every 2,000th attack from Time King, which is 200 seconds, or 3 minutes and 20 seconds if it's constantly attacking, Time Binding will occur. What this does is whenever Time King attacks, an AoE circle will take place not to deal damage, but to freeze all enemies in a 40 stun radius for 10 seconds. Time King cannot attack the things in Time Bind. What this means is, let's just say this is around the same size as Conan 5-star AoE circle, which is Paper Beauty. The AoE circle... the middle of AoE circles prioritizes to whatever it is. So if it prioritizes the first, it will aim at first, and the circle will attack everything else in the middle. Like, in that circle. What this will do is, it will prioritize whatever's in the center, and everything else that is in that circle will be time bind for 10 seconds. But, Time King cannot attack the things in time bind, if that makes sense. Next up, we've got Sans. 5-star concept. Character Zenon from Black Clover. I couldn't really find a good Zenon. Well, I mean, that doesn't really make any sense. Right, so he's a ground unit, he's a bleed damage unit. Does 300 damage, 5 SPA, 30 range, AoE circle, which is around the exact same AoE circle as, what's his name? Julius. Upgrade 1, 600 goes 800. I need to turn my fan on, I am overheating. $800 damage, plus 4,800 bleed. 5 SPA, 32 range. Also on the right, it shows how much damage it does at level 80. Now these are essentially all the stats. They stay the same for, other than the damage and range, they stay the same until upgrade 5. Yeah. Upgrade 5, it changes to 10 SPA, goes to 20,000 damage, at 50 range, but it's full AoE. But this is a reference to Yuno versus Zenon. This is way too OP. That is why I made it, this is why I made it 10 second SPA. Because if it was 5 second, it'd be way too OP. Right, now we're on to Jupiter, 5-star concept. Character is Mars from Black Clover, and if I am correct, I'm pretty sure this is the last Black Clover character I have here. Let me just, yep, that's the last Black Clover character I have. Now he starts off pretty simple. I'm just checking OBS. Yep, we're still recording. Starts off pretty simple. It's AoE cone. 150 damage every 3 seconds, going around simple 50 SPA. Which is already better than Naruto 5-star. Upgrade 1's 500 goes to 450 damage, which does around 150 damage SPA. Which is ironically like that, I just realized. Alright, 800. Alright, the SPA decreases by 0.5. Now this is where it gets interesting. This upgrade gets the Crystal Golem. This turns into a large AoE circle. The damage increases by a lot. but the SPA also increases a lot. Now, my animation ideas would be like the crystal golem comes out of the ground and slams its hand onto where the AoE circle is. Right now, 14,000 damage, increase the SPA. 14,000 damage, 10 SPA, 55 range. Cost a tiny bit less. Now, we have upgrade 5. This is where it becomes a little OP. Not for infinite mode, most likely for PvP. Does 20,000 damage every 12 seconds, 60 range. But the Flame Recovery heals 200 health per wave at level 1. And finally, we have the Crystal Sword. It's now a hybrid unit. Does 50,000 damage, but an SPA of 20. Has an 80 range. Heals defense 500 health per wave at level 1, and it's full AoE. Now, I was like, this damage is way too OP, so I'm going to make the SPA really slow. So that's what I did. Next, we have Lex 5-star, which is Levi Ackerman, Awakened. Essentially, this guy right here. I think this guy, he does less damage than Zoro 5-star, but he has bleed. So it starts with a single target, 200 damage every 4 seconds, with 1,200 bleed, which is already pretty good. And when upgrade 1, 700 damage, 700 cash, 500 damage, 3,000 bleed, 4 SPA, 38 range. Upgrade 2, I think, yep, that's next. 1,300 damage. Well, I just realized I didn't add damage. I didn't actually add the word damage there. Oh, I must have got... That must have been when I was tired. I worked on this list until, like, midnight. Right. 3.5 SPA, 40 range. Now, upgrade, got 1,200 plus rage. It makes the damage go to 2,000. 4 SPA, 50 range AoE. Circle AoE is small, just like a couple of the other ones. Upgrade 2 is 2,000, does 4,000 damage every 4 seconds. Now, upgrade 5, I'm pretty sure this is the last one. 7,000 damage, 4,200 bleed, 4.5 SPA, 50 range. AoE circle becomes slightly bigger. I think, yeah, that's the last one. Yep, now we're doing Heaven Ascended Dio from JoJo Eyes of Heaven. Now, this is probably the least likely one to appear. Sorry. I really need to get some water. I need to pause. How do I pause? Oh no, I've forgotten how to pause. I need to click this. No, that's not it. How do I pause? I've completely forgotten. I don't want to accidentally end the recording. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I literally pressed that. Press it again. Alright, I don't think oh, this is very embarrassing. Alright, please work. Why can't I pause the... Right, I'm just gonna have to let it roll. Man, that was embarrassing. Alright. Now, as I was saying, this is probably the least likely to happen because this is actually from a video game, not canon to JoJo. But also because this is the most overpowered thing I've ever written in here. Well, technically. Alright. Deployment 5,000 does 5,000 damage every 5 seconds, 25 range, circle AoE. This will do, like, a lightning strike as seen in, AUT. I am really not good. 15,000 damage for... Yep. I'm getting tired. Alright, from here, it costs 10,000. It will do 50,000 damage, 5 SPA, same AoE circle. Now we're going on to a little phrase which only works once. It's not a manual ability. This just decreases the SPA by 1. Now, upgrade 5. Upgrade 6 is Reality Override. This does 900,000 damage, and it's 10 SPA, and it's a bigger AoE circle. Upgrade 7 is 1.4 million damage every 10 seconds. And upgrade 8 is 2.5 million damage, 10 SPA, 50 range, plus Heavenly Time Stop. A Reality Override, if the enemy attacked does not die, they freeze for 3 seconds. Heavenly Time Stop freezes enemies in the range for 10 seconds in the range of 60. Right, 1.5 minutes. Cooldown 1.5 minutes. That's the world over heaven, and I didn't even get to show that. Alright, next is the one, the only, you know him well, Joe Hikashi, or Josuke Higashikita from JoJo Stone Ocean. He's only a 4-star, but he's already better than Naruto 5-star. So he's a single target, 50 damage. Then he does 120 damage. It's all 5 SPA. Oh, Rock Trap, it does 6 SPA, 214 damage. Upgrade 3 does 399 damage, 6 SPA, 41 range. And a final ability is final upgrade 4 does 800 damage every 5 seconds, 4,000 on aggro, and I'll show you in just a second what that is. Oh yeah, Rock Trap stops enemies for 2 seconds, that's why it's things like aggro manual ability multiplies damage by 5 for 30 seconds. Now this was personally one that I actually thought was kind of balanced. It'd be a very good unit for beginners, because it's single target and very good in damage. Alright, moving on to personally one of my favorites. This one doesn't actually do any damage. Rice Ball Speaker 5-star concept. Inumaki Toge from Jujutsu Kaisen. You can only place 4 of them. Here he is. He only speaks in rice balls, that's why I told him that. Alright, costs 10,000 to place. 15 SPA, 40 range, freezes opponents for 2 seconds. I think that's all to it. 4,000 for the next upgrade, increases 2 seconds to 4 seconds. Upgrade 2 is 6,000, increases to 5 seconds. Now it turns into a hybrid unit. It costs 10,000, increases to 6 seconds. Now, upgrade 3 costs 20,000, 50 SPA, 40 range, makes enemies move back to 6 seconds prior. They gain immunity from this ability for 60 seconds. 30,000, 15 SPA, still same, 50 range, makes enemies move back to 8 seconds prior. AoE cones becomes wider, and finally the final attack, 50,000, it learns Return, 60 SPA, 60 range, sends enemies back to the beginning. They gain immunity from this ability for 400 seconds. That's probably my favorite one. And for the final character, we got Shadow Summoner 5-star concept, who is Fushiguro Megumi from Jujutsu Kaisen. This is the kid. Alright, here we go. 300 damage every 6 seconds. It's AoE cone. This will summon his Shadow Dogs, or I think it's Demon Dogs. 550 to place. Cost 500 for this. Does 500 damage, 6 SPA. Alright, 780 damage. 700 cash, 6 SPA, 37 range. Upgrade 3 has done 1,476 damage every 8 seconds, 37 range, and circle AoE. This Shadow Bird turns it into a hybrid unit. This will also inflict paralysis, which I haven't written a description for yet. Damn it, that was stupid. Upgrade 4 does 2,300 damage, 7.5 SPA. It still does paralysis, it's still circle AoE. It's still hybrid. Now we got Shadow Elephant. I'm pretty sure it's still hybrid. It says 7,400 damage, 10 SPA, 50 range, and wide AoE cone. Now for this, if you haven't seen all of the anime, if you're watching Jujutsu Kaisen right now, and you haven't seen all of the episodes, then this is probably a major spoiler. By that I mean, if you've seen up to episode 22, you should probably skip the next, 15, well, maybe 50 seconds, 50 seconds. You probably want to skip that much. Moving on to upgrade 6, we get the Shadow Domain, which is Megumi's domain expansion. And does, now, Shadow Domain's a manual ability. He now does 13,750 damage with a 9 SPA, 59 range, still AoE cone, still hybrid. Shadow Domain freezes all enemies in the range of 60 for 4 seconds while damaging them with Shadow Frogs. Deals 80% of Shadow Summoner's damage. For example, if Shadow Summoner does 13570 damage, which is right here, the Shadow Frogs will deal 10,856 damage. And that is all I have done so far. I think I'm just going to call this part 1 because I do have some ideas, like Tall Hair Guy, who is Polnareff from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and Tall Guy Requiem. So this is going to have to continue, but I'm not going to continue unless people like. So if this was enjoyable, or you want this to be seen by also Tower Defense developers, hit the like button. Maybe, just maybe, these characters will be input to the game. Honestly, I really hope they would. But once again, yeah, having a Ascended Dio is probably not going to happen because it's from a game instead of canon. And what's his name? Not this one. Not this one. No, not this one. This one. No, this one. Finally, Inkinoguchi 6 stars probably not going to be in the game either because of how overpowered it is. Imagine if it was. Bro, this would undoubtedly be a meta, in my opinion. So that's that for this video. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully my buttons work I shouldn't have said that. Hopefully I stop recording this time. See you in the next video. Goodbye.